Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Trogdor, and welcome back to the PTL. So I'm rocking this crazy Gen 8 team that consists of okay, I just want to say that Duraludon was probably the worst week 1 pick I've ever gotten. Even worse than that time that I got Zygarde 50% when it was supposed to be like the most amazing thing in the meta, and I just completely ruined myself with it. But you know what, gamers? I am actually getting used to this team of mine. Right around the time that we get probably the most matchup I've ever seen in my entire life. My opponent is David Ryan, who has Melmetal on his team, and then some other stuff. So Melmetal just clicks buttons and kills me, basically, is how this team works, which I had to over prep for like nonsense. I had to pack some spicy tech for Gyarados and Diggersby, and he had this Pocket Suncore that I didn't even prep for because everything else was that ridiculous. So I'm looking at this the squad that my opponent brought. Okay, no wait, there was one piece of tech that I brought for the Suncore, and that is my Scarf Duraludon actually outspeeds Vileplume in the sun. I'm also packing some Yellow Magic. I've got some Priority. I've got Chandelure with Flash Fire, and I want to say Rotom Scarf too. Am I rocking dual Scarfers this week? Anyway, let's play this game, guys. Like, honestly, the only thing I want to happen is not get completely clapped by Melmetal. Okay. So he's going to go out into Diggersby, and I'm going to go into Rotom Fun. I'm going to go for a Will-O-Wisp right here, see what it wants to do. And he didn't go for the U-turn or anything, so Ninetales is a smart switch right here, you know, rocking out the Diggersby. It was kind of risky for me to stay in there, you know, because, well, it doesn't get returned, but it gets, like, Body Slam and the like. Obviously, I'm immune to the Earthquake. I am extra immune to the Earthquake. I would be even more immune to the Earthquake if I was rocking the Air Balloon, but let's be honest. So I go for the Will-O-Wisp, you know, nothing happens. So as my opponent goes for the Nasty Plot, I'm going to get out of here, and you know what I have? I have Unaware Clefable, so good luck with that. So I'm going to rock a T-Wave on this thing, and oh my god, damage. So my Thunder Wave misses, that sucks. But I'm going to go into Chandelure now and hopefully bluff the Scarf. I grab the Flash Fire, but the Scarf bluff does not work. So I am, at this point I'm like, wait a minute, what can I do? Oh right, Duraludon is Scarfed. I can go in and just like drop a Draco. My opponent doesn't have a Fairy type, so that'll be like free damage right there. So I go into Duraludon and, yeah, that happened. So I basically lose now, and I'm kind of just, what did I really just, yeah, oh, ow, yeah, ooh, ooh, ee. Yeah, that was hard to watch. I'm sorry about that. Let's pretend that one didn't happen. Oh, let's do another game instead. Let's change the team background around to, yeah, we're not playing David Ryan anymore. We are playing Lux and the Kyoto Samurott. And let's see, what did Lux bring? My opponent has, right, the Internet Funny Bear. Gotta have the Internet Funny Bear. There is on the fly match editing because, yeah, we're not gonna think about that other one. So Internet Funny Bear, Hatmon. Where's Hatmon? Here's Hatmon. The Hat, Flygon. That was actually interesting because Flygon is not something that my initial prep like super dealt with, and then someone on my team looked at what I had, what my opponent had, and was like, oh, D-Dance Flygon kind of claps you. And I was like, oh yeah, now that you mention it, that's kind of true. So I was like, oh, at the time I had Scarf Duraludon. It's like, oh yeah, Flygon outspeeds that, can like bop me with an EQ. And so I believe it was Salty Jack who said, yeah, why not just like rock a Shukaberry and then blow back with a Draco. Oh, whoops. Wait, was I doing the wrong one? No. What did I had? I had Duraludon, Chandelure, Clefable, Gastrodon. I didn't have Rotom Fun. I had Excelgor. No, that's Chandelure. On the fly, battle changing. Yeah, I didn't have Rotom Fun. I had Excelgor. Where is Excelgor? Excelgor was in Gen 5. Yeah, there it is. Okay, we got Speedwagon. We got Raimi. We have Metallica, Mikitaka. We have Sticky Fingers, and yeah, we just need a Chariot on here, which oh yeah, thought I had Chariot already, but I edited the wrong thing there. Yeah, there we go. There's Chariot. And what did my opponent have? Girder, and instead of Heliolisk, it was the Salazzle. And then Kling. So yeah, there are some things that my opponent had, such as the Tyranitar and the Barraskewda, which I heavily prepared for that did not come. So I obviously had my Surfetched here to deal with the Tyranitar. And a lot of things to deal with the Barraskewda, especially Gastrodon, because luckily my ability blocks, what do you call it? Barraskewda's ability. Mine wins. So I'm looking at my opponent's team, and I think Duraludon is a really great lead right here. Except for the Kling, I basically clap everything. So yeah, I'm just gonna rock Duraludon like at this point in the league. So after the last week happened, well, no, last week didn't happen. But basically, I'm in and out like YOLO. Like I'm just gonna click buttons. That's what's been all the games that have been working for me. I'm just gonna like start clicking buttons and see how things go, because this meta is so bizarre, at least in league format, that there isn't really a comfortable playstyle for me yet, besides just like pressing the button, which unfortunately doesn't work so well for this team, except in the case of Chandelure and Surfetched. So I'm just gonna like do it with more Pokemon these days. So my opponent goes into Flygon, I go into Duraludon, as my opponent goes for the Earth Power, and oh yeah, Shuka coming in clutch, and yeah, you're gone. The crit didn't matter. So basically traded Duraludon for Flygon right there, which is amazing. So shout out to my teammates for suggesting that. I don't know why Beware is still in versus my Clefable, like Internet Funny Bear. So, oh my god, we're off to an amazing start. Look at this, gamers. So thanks to the amazing tech on Duraludon, Flygon is gone. I'm kind of confused what Internet Funny Bear was doing there, but Clefable is like an amazing check to it either way, but I still need Clefable to check the likes of the Girder, but Salazzle claps me, and Kling I can't really hit back. Well, I can hit it with the Flamethrower, which I think I have Flamethrower. I almost always have Flamethrower on Clefable because, you know, Steel types. But Hatterene comes in. I have no idea what it wants to do, so I'm just going to heal up real quick here. It goes for the Calm Mind, and I'm thinking like Chandelure. Because I think I'm rocking a sub Calm Mind as on this Pokemon. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I didn't go for the sub. But oh my god, gamers, look at that. Whoa. Okay, hold up. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. This is a Hatterene at +2 Spadef, +2 special attack. Not only did my Shadow Ball do more than 50, but I lived the Psyshock, which I was really tempted to go for the sub right there, but I was just like, eh. Button, click, okay, go. You know, just in case I wanted to go for a Calm Mind. And he stays in, and it just, whoa, oh my god. So Kling comes in. At first I was like, wait a minute, you brought a Kling in on a Chandelure guy? Are you okay? Do you think I'm Specs or something? But no, it's got the priority, which is kind of amazing. But maybe like it was just a big priority to bring Chandelure down at that point. But I've got Surfetch, and it's like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when I close combat you? Girder's a tanky boy though, like let's be real, like Girder's tanky, but it's also not that good. It's the #1 kill leader in the other division. Like, let me just put that into perspective. Girder is the kill leader in the group of players in this game league that I'm not playing. So it's toxic me. That's annoying for Gastrodon, but you know, I've got Clefable to switch into that. Yeah, that crit is kind of unfortunate, but you know, whatever. It's a Kling. So it really grinds my gears. Duraludon goes down, and I don't have a Chandelure to switch into that, but I do have a Surfetch to just like bop it. But Chariot does not deal very well with the last couple things on my opponent's save. Okay, let's just pause and recap what's happened here. Flygon was gone. Beware was gone. Hatterene was just gone. But then Chandelure went down, and I went from a 6-3 lead to a 5-3 lead. And then I tactfully sacked Duraludon when I had to, which is fine because it wasn't doing much. It was low, and it no longer outsped the Salazzle and didn't do a ton of damage to the Girder, so I believe I appropriately sacked it there. I've got Clefable, which really handily deals with the Girder. I had Surfetched, which very handily dealt with the Klinklang. And I'm just kind of I just had to take a minute and pause and look at what's going on. So Clefable beats Girder, but Salazzle beats Clefable. Gastrodon can kind of switch into Salazzle, but it's already toxic. And yeah, and you know, I can tank a hit from like a Fire Blast and a Sludge Wave and stuff. And Excelgor is still kicking around, but it's not doing a ton of damage. I have like Bug Buzz. But Salazzle can definitely switch into my stab, but I have the Water Shuriken, but you know, that's kind of weak without a Throat Spray boost, which I don't believe I'm rocking that spicy of a set. So I'm just kind of like assessing like what can I do, and it's like, okay, I just gotta like make smart switches. I'm not gonna get too much like, oh yeah, easy. I'm just gonna be like, okay, let's take a minute, look at this, like I'm gonna keep Clefable healthy and always switch into the Girder and just like go for Moonblast when I can. Okay, cool, that part worked. And so now it's just Salazzle. So I'm going to switch into Gastro, as Salazzle goes for a sub, and I'm just like, ooh, okay, alright, well, I'm a little bit bulky, but, sub Protect, ooh. I might go down to Toxic here, which is, so I went for the Earth Power there, but, ooh, Torment. Ooh, this went from, like, okay, I just got to play smart to, like, oh, how do I actually beat this? Luckily, I am rocking my Dual Stab, so I can always keep this thing sub-broken. So I can switch between Scald and Earth Power, keep the sub broken, and yeah, bring it down. That had me really scared for a minute there. Because had I only had one of my stabs, that would have just like destroyed my Gastrodon and been at full health. And I would have went down to Toxic, and it just like kind of bopped my Clefable. Excelgor's not doing a whole lot to it, and I've got priority with Surfetched. So I'm yeah. So I'm going to go for the Water Shuriken right here, even if it doesn't get all 5 hits. Even 5 hits is like not a good chance to kill. It can like bot me, but then I do have Quick Attack on Surfetched, and I think I can tank like I believe its only attacking move here is the Sludge Wave. So I might actually be able to live that with Excelgor. But yeah, let's Protect right here to get some more of the Black Sludge damage as I go for the Water Shuriken. So yeah, it's a pretty tough chance for me to kill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. So we picked up the 3-0 right there. That's yeah, that was an interesting game. I just kind of my brain going into it just like, yeah, let's click buttons, and hey, it worked. And yeah, everything did a pretty good job. Like you know, it's not one of those games where one member of the team carried. It's just one of those games where everything actually like did a good job. Like Chandelure got a kill, Surfetched got a kill, Clefable got a couple, Duraludon got one. Yeah, so good game to my opponent. We are now sitting pretty at 5-5. Actually, we are straight middle of the road. 5-5 minus 5. Like, thanks to a certain thing that happened the previous week. I'm at a pretty low differential relative to my actual score. But anyway, so we're sitting pretty at 5-5 with 2 weeks left in the season, which means we can have a positive win record going out of this. And believe it or not, gamers, playoffs are on the table. They are a very real possibility. So I'm going to take a little time to use some, you know, do some mathematics. Put my college degree to work right here. My degree in theoretical works in mathematics to understand exactly how the playoffs are going to work. So you may recall this season works such that there are 4 quote-unquote teams within the league. 4 teams that battle, each one battles the other 3. So for example, in my draft pool of 20 people, there are, all 4 teams are represented, yeah, funny, 5 members each. So there's me, there's, who else is on my team? It's like me, both Ethans, DFP, Salty Jack, the Don Fanatic, Viva La Pasco, Will, God, I'm sorry, guys. You probably were thinking like, how dare you forget about me, Trogdor? Now we're not friends anymore. Yeah, I got 7 out of 10. Did I say myself? Who else is on my team? Wow. Anyway, and then, so basically, the playoffs get seeded based on the success of the team. So it's like team number 1 sends its top, basically get half the playoff spots, and then it goes based according to how the teams stack up. So basically, there's one team, a zombies team, that is just basically like rocking everyone's world. They're basically like they've been picking up wins left and right, and the rest of us are doing very poorly. A lot of people just getting used to Gen 8. Some teams had some of the really good coaches drop in early on in the league. Other people just like, you know, thought they're gonna do really hot, but then it was just kind of like, oh no, my pocket. Potato Jim is also on my team. Okay, that's 8. Right, how could I forget of Jimbert? Let's see. So what I'm getting at is I'm actually have the second best record on my team. 5 and 5 minus 5. I think it's like Jack the Don Fanatic that is 1 spot ahead of me. So even if my quote-unquote team gets only gets 2 playoff seeds, that could possibly be me. Me, Trogdor, with the New York Yampers, could get into the playoffs. Granted, it would be very tough. I think it's like a playoffs of 8, but again, it's seeded weirdly, and it's not just like within the divisions. No, it's both draft pools then come together for playoffs and get kind of like intermingled with themselves. So I could even be, the final match could even be against a member of my own team. It could be against you know, someone in my draft pool, someone not in my draft. Oh, more likely than not, it'll actually be someone not in my draft pool. So I could be playing someone who also has a Chandelure, which Chandelure, like, you know, picking up kills in both draft pools. So it's definitely one of the best Gen 8 mons that there is. So all I have to do is keep my head screwed on properly. You know, got to get the right mounting pressure, got to keep the brain stuff flowing, got to not make any boo-boos, got to not play games at, you know, midnight or anything, and just like do smart prep, and like let's see if we could heck get past more than 1 round of the playoffs for once, gamers. And if we get there at all, you know, it could happen that the rest of my teammates would start doing like amazing these next 2-3 weeks, which, you know, good for them. Like if someone else wants to like jump ahead of me, like, yeah, go for it. I'm much more happy to throw my weight behind someone else. And yeah. Oh yeah, and Dax, one of, I think it's someone else's friend. Yeah, Dax, who is just doesn't talk a lot in the group chat, so that's why it's the Montreal Canadiens. Is that Dax's team? Yeah. So wait, did I get all 10 of us? There are 10 coaches in each team. So yeah, Dax, Jim, both Ethans, me, DFP, Will, Jimbert, Jack, and the Don Fanatic. Yeah, got them all. So yeah, shout out to all my teammates who are also, like, you know, helping with the team building and stuff. So yeah, that's it, gamers. So yeah, thanks for watching this battle. This was week 10 because week 9 didn't exist. So hope you enjoyed. You know, subscribe if you want to check out the rest of the season. I could get into playoffs, remember. It's worth it sticking around to check that out. And yeah, otherwise, like the video if you liked it, and comment down below if you got anything else to say. But yeah, this has been me, the Burninator, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.